In this tutorial, we're going to look at the booking screen, the billing and payment tabs. We're on the main menu, where the main menu has the main screens and then all the subscreens. It's a great place to come back to navigate around the application. So this is the app map, and then this is the main menu. Let's go ahead and go to the booking screen. On the booking screen, the first thing you're going to want to note is that when you're going to bill somebody out and invoice them, you need to first of all have the correct person in the booking area. In this case, if you want to change it to somebody else, you just click on the button at the edge of the screen with a green plus, or click back to a record. You can also use the find mode to find the person by using the name here in the find mode to provide that particular record. If it's not shown over, well, it will be shown over here, but you'd have to scroll all the way down. So maybe if you had 1,000 records, you might want to just do a quick find for the record. Okay, let's take a look at what we need to know. The first thing we need to know is the room assignment. In this case, you'll see in this record, there is a pending future record on a pending reservation for 5/15. And we're assuming that this date here is going to be 3/22. So we're going to pay the bill for 3/22. That's the first thing we're going to do. So let's go to the billing tab. And on the billing tab, you'll see that we've added the date, a deposit for the room of $25. We added tax to that for $275. The total amount of the sub amount without tax is $25. Then with tax is $27.75. The next thing we did, because this is a room with a balance, we took the straight fee and we added a room balance, in this case, of what the record would be, and it's supposed to be calculated at $45. So there's another way you can find that out really quickly, is go down over here and put in the room rate, and this room is supposed to be normally $70. And then we take and put in the room deposit of $25. It leaves a balance of $45. So we'd add the $45 to the item to make a total of $70 for the items that are being charged. Add tax for $4.95. The $45 is a sub. With tax, it's $49.95. That's straightforward to do. You can just use this little calculator anytime a deposit is involved to come up with whatever your calculated balance is for your item where there's a deposit and a balance due. Normally, you wouldn't have to do that. You would just pick the correct rate from the drop-down list, whatever that might be, and then put it into the schedule here. Okay. Now, the next thing you're going to do is you need to understand that you have a billing report if you want to use it, a billing listing, a billing invoice, short or long. Now, these will be covered later on the next screen, and what you would be doing is clicking on the invoice information under the payment tab. You click this video to learn about using the two invoices, and I'll cover the billing listing items later on in this report. Okay, so now let's go ahead and pay this bill. The way the bill was paid, the deposit was taken on 3/20 for the amount due, then the amount was paid of $25. Now you could show that as a payment and it will leave you a balance. So for example, if I backed out the $52.70 that was the balance, you're going to see that it showed a deposit of $25 and then $52.70 is the balance owed. So what you would do is put first the amount due, then the amount of the balance, $52.70. And if this is paid, it'll pay the total of $77.70 is the bill that is due by the amounts that show in the payment. If you want to verify that, you can calculate it on a calculator, or if you needed more assistance and you don't understand how to bill properly, you can always contact me for some support if you need more information. The only thing else I want to point out is that you can put in the method of payment. In this case, it could be cash, check, Visa, MasterCard, whatever types of cards you take. It's always a good idea to take the last four of the credit card or the number for the check and add that here. The reason for that being is if there's ever a dispute or a chargeback, you know what charge card was used and what type of card was used, on what date, and what the actual charges were for that card from the credit card company. So you would have an answer for the credit card company that they would need in order uh, to identify and check out the chargeback if there is one. If you have any other questions, again, just give me a call or email me. I do have those on my support site if you're in need of knowing what they are. Thank you.